Hello, I hope you're doing great. So, today we are going to continue working on the Blazor Restaurant project. In this case, one of the things that we are going to do is add the add location endpoint. Okay, so if you remember in the previous video, we created the table for the locations, and that was going in the database project, and that table we will show it in a second. Also, please remember to subscribe to the channel and share the videos and like them and invite more people to subscribe too. Okay, so we added this table under the profile tables. Actually, the view tables sorters. I actually need to restructure that. Okay, but yeah, it's this location. Okay, so we have the table with location ID, name, description, freeform address, latitude, longitude, IMAX URL, is default, and the usual auditing columns, right? So one of the things that now we are going to do is make sure that we have the entities correctly generated. So let's see. It's generated, okay. And the entities are there. Okay, I did create the location.partial, which is in here, so yeah, that's okay. And now one of the things that we are going to do is we are going to create the location model, which is going to have similar properties actually. Now I created that location table under the profile schema, so I'm going to create similar structure in here, which I don't need to do, but I believe it's a little bit more organized, right? Profile, and I am going to create in here the location model. Location model, and that's going to have similar properties to this. Okay, except for the creation and all of those. Now, since I am going to use this from the UI, and when we create the page, we will take advantage of these data annotations for the validations, the automatic validations in the edit form. So that's why I copy that. And is default equals, that's false, okay, and that will be the model. One of the other things that we need to do is go to the server project and make sure that the auto mapping profile is configured to convert from the sorry, from the location to location model. Okay, and let's just create a reverse map in there in case we need it, or we may not need it. Actually, let's not do it. We will just do the backwards mapping when we need it, but for now we just need from location to location model. And no, actually from location model to location, I'm sorry, because we are doing the post, the add products. Okay, so that's that. Now we can go to the controller, which it doesn't exist. So what we are going to do is we are going to create a new controller, and this is going to be named location controller. Okay, so now we are going to create a constructor, and we are going to inject the services or the dependencies that we need. And I think the only thing that we need at the moment is the context. Okay, I don't like to have that done there, and that's it. And then we are going to create the documentation for that um, constructor. Okay, now we are going to create an ICD post method or action, and this is going to be the task fi action result at location, which is going to receive a location model model. Okay, so let's see if there is any actually location model name. Okay, okay, location entity equals away this Blazor context location where the name equals location model dot name singular default async. Okay, let's add the entity framework extension methods. Okay, so if location entity not equals null, we are going to throw an exception. Location model dot location model dot name. Okay, now if location model dot is default, this actually wait, this is your context location any actually is there any async? There it is. Actually, I didn't know this one existed, so that's cool. So if default collections exist, throw new exception. Default collections already exist. Can throw that. And if we reach this point, we are going to do location entity equals away. We need to map the values. So I need to inject the mapper in here. It's going to request me the parameter in there. Mapper equals mapper. Okay, we create the variable. Now, so I don't get the error, adds a new location, or adds a new location. Okay, and now let's see, location entity is this mapper dot map from location model to location, and we are going to pass the location model entity. Await this Blazor location at async. Okay, and we are going to pass the location entity, and we are going to save changes. So that will be all for the method, and it's failing for some reason. Let's see what it says. Not all return a path. Oh yeah, if it reached this point and didn't throw an exception, chances are the location was actually inserted. Now let's create the test. Create a unit test. It's created. It should have created the location controller test. It did. Okay, this is going to inherit from test base. And now I am going to create here private static location model test location name equals test location, description equals test desk, freeform address test address, and this one. Okay, and the other ones I can actually leave them on 0 on their default. So now one of the things that I need to do in here is create a client. This one now needs to be a sync task. Okay, and response equals authorize HTTP client post async location model API location, add location, and I am going to pass the test location. This is actually going to be asynchronous code too. So yeah, and if node response post as JSON async, if the call was not successful, we are going to print the error content. Okay, and otherwise it probably created the location. Now we need to implement the class cleanup, and the class cleanup, basically what we are going to do is yes, we create the data context instance, we look for location when the name equals to test location.name, and then we go to location, remove test entity, and we save the changes, and that should be it. So let's see if everything compiles and if we can actually run this. This is misspelled location, API location, add location. Okay, here I actually need to add this one, and I should have no errors at the moment. Let's go to the controller to put a breakpoint in here so we can check, and let's run the test. So it is compiled. It might fail at the moment because remember that we are using an Azure SQL Server serverless database, and it actually hasn't been hit in more than an hour, so the database is turned off at the moment. As soon as it receives the first attempt to connect, it will start. But see, I got a timeout in here and I haven't correctly configured the retries. Actually, I don't know. Yes, I haven't configured the retries correctly in there. Okay, so it might, oh no, sorry, not in here. It might have started already. So let's try to run the test again. And let's see if the test runs and if we reach the endpoint. Okay, so here we get the location model. The location model has all of the data that we need. Now we are going to verify. It's actually going to throw an exception because I believe oh, it actually worked. I thought I haven't pushed the location table to the database. So now we are going to put a breakpoint in the clear the class cleanup. But before we do that, we want to go and look at the table in the database just to verify that the test data was inserted, and it was actually inserted. Now we execute the rest, and it should have deleted. It should have been deleted, and it was deleted. Okay, so that was the implementation of the add location endpoint. Remember, please subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell um, so you get notified when there are new videos and new live streams in the channel. Currently, we are trying to do videos every day, um, and soon we're actually going to do it a little bit uh, earlier during the day. The plan is to start doing videos every single day, one or two videos every single day, live streams, right? So you can participate. Remember to like the videos, share the channel, invite more people so they subscribe, and let us know anything you would like to learn about Blazor, .NET, .NET Core, .NET 5, Unity3d, Azure, and in the near future we are also going to I'm sorry, in the near future we are also going to start doing videos about .NET 6 and Maui. So yeah, please let them know everything you would like to have in the channel. Thank you very much and have a great day.